Good morning and welcome to Tony Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning, November the 20th, 2023. What has this day got in store for us? We know that today is supposed to be the final announcement of the runoff presidential election in Liberia. So far, we have been peaceful. Our people have maintained the peace by the grace of God. And we must thank God because all of this would not have occurred but of the blessings of the Almighty God. So before we start my show, our people in the world are still dying. The people in Ukraine, needlessly dying. The people in Israel, needlessly dying. Let's take a few seconds to remember them and reflect on their lives and what is happening in our world today. May the souls of the faithful departed rest in peace. Let's go to Liberia and talk with my correspondent, Mr. Samuel Wilker. Sam, what's up, brother?
Yeah, Rod. Good morning, Rodney. Good morning.
Man, you all smiles and all of that. Liberia must be doing good this morning.
Oh, very bright and sunny day in Liberia this morning.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the country is so calm, quiet,
Wow.
and waiting for the hours to come. Yes, at 4:30 p.m. this evening, they will be announcing the winner of this just ended election. So Liberians are eagerly waiting for this wonderful announcement, this historic announcement.
Sounds good. So what else happened in the city, man?
In the country, say,
Yes.
news from people in Maryland County says that a guy identified as Wesley Doe murdered his wife while they
Wow.
were quarreling. Yeah,
They were having a conflict,
this morning,
an
conflict.
altercation. This happened this morning?
It was yesterday morning, rather. Yesterday morning.
Wow. That's so sad on a Sunday morning, too.
On a Sunday morning, yeah,
So he's arrested in,
And this,
where was
so he's
that?
arrested in police custody.
Where?
That's People City in Maryland County.
Oh,
People,
that's Maryland County, yes.
yeah, in the Far East.
Okay.
And at the acquaintance gathering yesterday at the CDC's headquarters in Congo Town, President Weah promised to keep Baka's feet on the fire while serving as opposition leader. So he's expecting to be a kind of forceful opposition leader. So, but we do understand what's coming from the Unity Party angle is that there will be serious audits conducted, uh, and those found liable, will pay the price. So, but is being named as a president that is very corrupt under his regime. He was even accused by the U.S. government, the State Department. So we're going to see if he'll be let off the hook.
Well, if there's going to be an audit, I don't see how he's going to be left on the hook. And this is the first incident of verifying whether this boycott government is serious or not. Because we'll see what let's see what the audit will lead. They say they're going to do an audit, we're going to watch it. Okay? Now, if they're going to bring foreigners to do the audit,
forensic audit, yes.
Yes, it will be more acceptable than to get people in Liberia to do the audit. Mm-hmm. So if Liberia is doing the audit, it's going to be a fluke. It's going to be a fluke. Let's get some reputable, world-renowned auditing firm to come and audit this weird government. And when we audit it, let the chips fall where they may. If people got to go to jail, let them go to jail. If they got to give our property back, let them give our property back. But you see, after so many years of corruption, Sam, what that 12 under Elling, 6 under Weir, the 18 years, where do we stand economically? We got to know where our country is standing. What money do we have as of today? What is our economic and financial strength? We got to know it. Right now, we don't know it. Too much corruption, too much stealing, too much mismanagement, too much inefficiency. So we can't really identify the problems in our country. That's why we got to start from scratch. We want to know, first of all, how much we got. Bare bones, how much do we have? What's our economic strength? When we find that out, then we start doing this audit. Find out who got our money. But they say, in the first 100 days, we're not coming to do one thing. Everything got to go on simultaneously. We got to do things simultaneously. You got to hit the floor or the ground running. We're not coming to sit down here and say, oh, for the first 50 days, we're going to look at corruption. For the second 50 days, we'll look at road building. No. All of these things got to go on simultaneously. Whatever plans you got on the day, AREST, got to start taking off effective immediately. So if we're going to get a foreign firm to come and audit this George Weah government, no compromise. We don't want to talk with George Weah. We don't want to interact with CDC. Get an accounting firm, let them come in the country and start auditing the government. No negotiation, no talking. That's the first thing. Audit them. Let's see what our economic strength is first. While they're doing that, then we start looking at road building. Where we're going to start with this major road building. Because right now, we can't focus only on one point. Even with the roads, we got to hit the ground simultaneously with national development. How are we going to do the roads? How are we going to allocate the money to build? We got Cape Mount. Cape Mount is in the west. We got the eastern region to build all the way there. So let's find out how we're going to do these things simultaneously and where we're going to start. Which companies are going to take over these roads? That RIA road still isn't built yet. It's still not built yet. How are we going to complete that road? We got some serious problems in our country. Their education. We got to revamp the whole educational system. These buffoons messed the system up. Education ministry got to start looking at setting up a blueprint for our educational system. Where are we going to allocate our schools and teaching facilities and things to foreigners? Where are we going to maintain them ourselves? Who's going to take them over? What kind of system going to run our educational process? All these things, we're going to look at it. You know, and what we're looking at there, we're going to look at free education too. How much we're going to allocate to that? How we're going to beef it up? To where is we are right now? Where is our country right now with free education? We got to look at our universities and colleges. People can't be owning private universities and colleges. And our university and colleges run by government, not running well. And all these people running private universities and colleges are former government officials who stole our money. So we got to take all the university, college, and colleges back and put them under the education ministry. Nobody gonna own universities and colleges in our country if you stole the money. That's what we need, a strict audit of our country. Because we gotta take everything back these rogues stole. Who is that wasting man? Tell that person to get away from you, man. Yeah, man, what kind of crazy people are they?
Wisdom, who bring wisdom?
They can't see you and they can't see you. They can't see you.
Sorry. No.
Yeah, man.
Fact is fact.
Not because you in the public, they gotta start acting rude. Our people gotta learn some discipline, man. In the olden days, when in the olden days where people, Sam, these are some of the things about discipline we gotta deal with in our community. You know, we talk about schools. All these things rest on discipline. How do we deal with our society? Is this government capable of mobilizing the Liberian people? Huh? All those things will determine the strength of this regime. Because when Borga tells us to go do something, do we have the manpower to organize it? Do we have the strength of our financial abilities to do what we want to do? All these things rest on the ability of the government to mobilize our people. Right now, I tell you one thing, Sam, our country, though poor, we are a rich people. In Rhode Island here, I told you, I've seen people, Liberian people, drop money like nothing to a pastor, to churches, to religious leaders. These people, they complain about poor, but let the pastor come and say, give me, there's a $200 blessing here. You see Liberian people running to drop $200 down you. Sam, I couldn't believe this thing. This man came from Ghana to Rhode Island. All the people running around, they poor. That man got it. He said, $200 blessing in 5 minutes. $250 blessing. You got it? Come on. Sam, people were running up there with $250. Where did people get that money from? That man raised thousands and thousands of dollars that night. He did the $250, he did the $200 blessing. That man raised so much money that night, Sam. Liberian people jumping up with $200, $250, $300 and putting it down and falling down the ground for blessing. Hey, man. We got the power. We got the power, Sam. We got the money. But you know what? We need the leaders. And I tell you all, Liberian people, I'm not ready to come. Or we can raise the money. All we need are honest leaders. And for our people to believe in our leadership. Our people got money. We got money. But we're not give money to rogues. We're not give money to criminals. Look at the money Joe we are definitely eating. Look at the money Ellen Jones, now Joe we are. Ellen Jones and her family alone. So rip our country off. That woman is a rogue. She's a female witch. How you kill people's families? Then you bring your children and put it in our government. And the voodoo is so strong, our people ain't talk. Our people not even talking about that. That woman killed people in our country. She killed people for nepotism. She killed our fathers and our mothers, had them raped and murdered for nepotism. Then she took her children and put them over our money and our national security. And Liberian people don't say thing. They're not juju, Sam. They're not juju. Then Ellen
This
Johnson,
Africa ain't gonna be.
no, not even that. Ellen Johnson said he brought the Queen of Sheba, the greatest witch juju woman in Africa, in Liberia, corrupted our nation. Why do you think we're suffering at this? Jesus told us when the leaders sin, the people will sin. When the leaders sin, the people, look at Israel. Netanyahu is corrupt. And because he's corrupt, the people suffer. That God's people. That's the Bible. You can't hide from it. When the leader is corrupt, the people suffer. Now they're trying to put it on the Palestinians. No, Netanyahu is corrupt. It's time for him to go. Netanyahu been in Israel, running Israel from the time I was a child. It's time for him to go. He's corrupt. He can't kill the Palestinians because, hey, brother, Netanyahu's brother was one of the men, the generals that were killed in the 1960 war. And he still won revenge against the Palestinians because of that. No, 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 Israel. No, no, no. Nothing against Israel. But when the leader is corrupt, the people are corrupt. That's all I got to say about this war. When the leader is corrupt, the people are corrupt. And God will not follow his people when they corrupt. He will punish them. He will punish them. That's all I got to say about this war. Netanyahu is corrupt. This war is a corrupt war. Eh? This man being in power from the time I was a child. It's time for him to go. And if the Israeli people cannot realize that, then they are moving away from God. And God is not with them. They can bring America. They can bring all the aliens. They will not win. It's not in their best interest. God will punish them. The leader is corrupt. We can't follow that kind of leader. You see, if Nadia wasn't corrupt, I would say, yeah, I would stand with them. But when the leader is corrupt and stealing, something wrong. Something wrong. And if it's true that Netanyahu them knew about this planned attack and did nothing about it and kept silent so they could kill the Palestinian and use it as an excuse to kill the Palestinian, it is wrong. It is wrong. Righteous men cannot be silent as evil persists. It is wrong. Netanyahu is wrong. Period. He's wrong. He got to go. Then Israel can fight the war. But you can't have an evil man at the top want to lead a righteous war. No, it can't go. Netanyahu got to go. He's corrupt. You see, and these are the people that rule our world. You know, Sam, I told you the same thing. People give people jobs because they want them to get them money. I don't believe in that kind of thing. I never did that in my life. Why would you enslave people that are enslavement? You hire a man in a job because you know the man will give you some of his salary or will bring gifts to you. You see, Sam, that's why some people don't like me because I don't believe in that philosophy. Some people won't give you a job and won't own you. You know, I can't do that shit. You can't own me. You know, that's the way of the world. Sam, I didn't know that shit. Now I know it. People give you a job, they're not giving you a job for nothing. They're giving you a job for you to come and tell them thanks and bring a goat and a cow that they used to bring to my pa too. And you see, and Sam, I grew up ignorant of all that shit. I see people do it, but I just never thought about it. But when I was in government, I couldn't accept nothing from nobody. That's not Christian-like. What kind of shit is that? I give you a job, then I expect you to bring me cow and goat and give me some of your salary. That's the shit that go on in the world, even in America here. This place is damn corrupt. They got people here that give you a job. They expect you to come back and tell them thanks. And that's where we learn all this corrupt shit from. We learn it from America. It's corrupt. The corruption. That's unchristian behavior. How you give me a job and expect me to bring you some of my money and my cow and my goat and shit? What kind of shit is that, man? Y'all see, they the thing that made me go off in the French. Then I start speaking French and I forget about English. Yes, Sam, this is corruption. The world is damn corrupt. It's not only Liberia, it's in America too. People give you jobs and do a favor for you. They expect you to pay them with your salary. Get them money. Your friends do shit for you. They want you pay them to do it. I never lived this kind of fucked up life. That one me and people can't get along. Because I see the evil in the world. I'm like, what is this, man? I'm suffering. You give me a job. You expect me to give you some of my salary? You want some of my money? Come and let's work together. Let's do some project together. But don't make me a slave to you. I can't be. Our correctional officer or counselor. I'll go and find a job for the inmates. And those inmates will rather come back to me and want give me something to tell me thanks. In America, that was my job, to go on and find a job for the inmates. And I will find some good job for them. One or two guys that found some real good job, real professional jobs for them. And the guys came back to tell me thanks. They came back to tell me thanks because the money was plenty for them. And they actually came back. I saw them. They kept coming, you know. I could see that they wanted to talk to me. Mr. Chesson, you know, we appreciate what you did. Yeah. But they kept coming back. And I just got pissed off. I said, look, man, I don't want your money. I said, don't come back to jail. You come back to jail, I will fuck with you. I'll give you life. I'll give you the opportunity to live. I don't want your money. I don't want your money. I don't want your property. I don't want your belonging. I don't want you to stick to me. I did it because of my job, to go and find you a job. You owe me nothing. Don't come back here. You come back to prison, I will deal with you. Then you will know who I am. The guy just look at me and laugh. I said, no, I don't. That's corruption. That's the highest state of corruption. You give me a job, then you want to enslave me? You do me a favor, then you want to enslave me? God bless you with a job, with everything. Why you want me to be giving you some of my money? It makes me mad, Sam. Because people did that thing to me, my own friends and shit. They do favor with me, they expect me to get them some of my money. And I'm like, no, it don't work like that. That's not the Christian way. When you give me a job, then we'll work together to make money. But you don't enslave me to you. Then you call me your friend. Everything you do with me, I got to pay you something. What kind of friendship is that? This is a friendship that got on this side here, in this side of the world. It's different from our friendship, Sam. When I do something for you, I don't want money from you. I don't want you calling me to submit yourself to me. But on this side of the world, people do something for you, they want to enslave you for life. They expect for you to remember that. Keep it in the front of your head. I give you money today. I clean your chimney bucket for you today. I did this for you today. Don't never forget it. Carry it in front of your head. Every time you see me, remember that I did that for you. That's how they are in this world, in this part of the world. You know, they do that thing for you. You got to remember it for the rest of your life. Is that Christian living? That ain't no damn Christian living. You try to enslave me. Why you think I don't have no friends, Slam? I don't. I have acquaintances. Good friends are few. You know, I myself, through my ignorance, have wronged people. You know, sometimes I think about it. I say, yeah, I did this person wrong. You know, you got to reflect on your life. Sometimes out of ignorance, I didn't know better. Now I know better. You know, I didn't evaluate things better. I didn't look at all of us make mistakes. And sometimes mistakes are honest. You know, some may be reversible, some may not be reversible. They're still honest. You know, and you can go back and make amends. But when you are evil and do things, you know, maybe that's the way our society is. When people do you favor, they expect for you. That's how people get rich. I think all the people get rich. They give you their job. They expect for you to give them something of your job to them because they give you the job. So I never been like that. I never saw life like that. You know, don't help me because you think you get financial enrichment from me too. I owe you for life. No, man, come on. Some people think like that. Some people think that they do favor, they feel that you are connected to them for life because of that favor. You know, yeah, some things can bring us together, but not for you to enslave me, to think that, for me to think that you owe me. No. And Samson, the people I did favor for, I don't even know them. I don't even remember them no more. I see them today, I would not even remember them. I would not say, oh, I did this favor for this guy. Or, yeah, you know that guy. Christians don't do that kind of thing. You don't do favors for people to keep it in your head. So when you see them tomorrow, you say, oh, I did that favor for that guy. Yeah, you owe me, you owe me. What kind of favor is that? If I was doing that by that kind of person, you know how many people owe me? I don't even think about it. That's a way of life. You know, we got to take care of each other. That's why I tell people, I say, I remember those days and I'd be absolutely cool. Mama, do you know what it is when you wake up in the morning? You living with bathtub, bedroom, shower, everything. You wake up, you running for your life. You feel forgetting about the shower, the bathroom, the bathtub, everything, the money, the passport, everything. You just want to run to save yourself. That's the situation our country been in for years. And we stay in that situation. People just getting up and running. Not only from governmental conflicts, natural disasters. Look at our country. When it's flooding, it rain, everybody can get out of their houses and run. Where you stay? Huh? Look at the living condition in our country. Sometimes you got to get up and run. You can't wait to take things. I mean, it's not like a country that cares for our people, that put our people first. Everything the government, you see, in these countries here, the people, the government serve the people. In our nation and countries in Africa, we serve the government. Yeah? Everything we do for the government. The president coming all got to jump on the road, off the road, push our car in the bushes. The minister coming all got to jump off the road, push our. The people don't care about us. Just their behavior is selfish. Everybody riding around with siren. Is there a real need for that? You know the kind of congestion, traffic issues you cause. If one person in Firetown got siren coming, one person in Singles got siren coming, one person in Waterside got siren coming. You got 10 people with siren coming. What a city will go? Understand? We got.
So you see, when you get a road, when you get a system broken, you experience all these things. You get a system completely broken,
not
and
not
because
the not the
even a
system,
bike that's a rain.
not the system, son. The mentality of the leaders broken. They have no mentality. How all of y'all will get siren and stop the traffic in the scene because all of them go for lunch almost the same time. Everybody running to Jamaican Lodge. So that means you got about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ministers running at the same time. The country is immobilized, the city is immobilized. Nobody can move to other cities. That monkey thinking. That monkey thinking. Everybody got to have siren. All moving the same time. Hey, mama, let go for lunch. Yeah, let go for lunch. Yeah, yeah. With me at Jamaica lunch. Yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes. All than saying 10 minutes. How you think the country will move? Everybody jumping their siren. One man coming from Kuta, one man coming from Cinco, one man coming from Vata, one man coming from Virginia, one man. All of them come with siren and they see them to meet at Jamaica Lodge for lunch. Liberia is the whole country paralyzed. The whole country is paralyzed. Whoa, 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 whoa. They say, oh, the monkey they're moving, oh Lord, the monkey they're moving. The monkey they're moving, oh, the monkey moving. The grown-up boy they're moving, the grown-up. Our whole country stopped. Then you talk about traffic being bad. How traffic will not be bad? Everybody going to lunch 12 o'clock. Everybody got siren. The whole damn country got to stop. This is what we're facing, Sam. Look at a carriage grey, a little monkey like that. Got siren in your car too. What am I doing with siren in your car? You see, this is dysfunctional leadership. Our leadership is so dysfunctional and bad, man. It's so terrible. You gotta cry sometimes. Huh? Or sort of man get in your car with siren. Well, why does a car get really siren in your car? A representative. So how many representatives we got, Sam?
73
How
for the
many?
country.
How many?
73 representatives, yeah. For the
73?
country. 73.
And
Yeah.
all of them got sirens. How many senators?
You got 30 senators.
All of them got
2 per country.
over 100 people with sirens. Then you got Joy Weir, you got the Minister of State, you got all the police. Damn, man. That's the one anything I'm moving in Liberia. Does anything? They think are you confident?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to know, does anything move in the country? You got 100 representatives and speakers, legislators with sirens. 100 plus.
Even back riders around it. Even back riders, that's the rate. Even back riders. Motorbike.
You can just buy your own siren and put it on it.
Yeah.
Damn it. God bless Liberia, boy. Not that, just the noise factor alone. Just the noise factor that drive you crazy. Everybody making noise. It's unbelievable. My Liberian people, we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. I mean, our country has been through real states of destruction. And to see that we have survived, it's amazing. It's totally amazing. We are a great people. We are a great people. We've been through a lot. You know, sir, I was just thinking, yeah, we are a nation of 16 tribes and 16 different languages. We've been together for 200 years. We got our own language besides our tribal language. We got our Liberian language that we all can understand. Like other African countries that speak different languages, they got their own native language to the country. Now we got Ghana with Twi and they got their own languages now. But we still got our English for us, Liberian. Despite the fact that we got all these different tribes with different languages and their own cultures, we are still the Liberian people. Unbelievable, Sam. This world is so confusing and convoluted. Me and my wife were just laughing about it the other day. We're saying that everything in the world is confusing, boy. Look at the Jews. They mix with the Arab. They mix with the thing. There's nothing perfect in the world. You can't find no perfection anywhere. We are just a confused world, Sam. Uh, the Jews fighting the Arabs. There are Arabs who are Jews. There are Jews who are Arabs. There are Arabs with children.
And they are cousins.
Yeah, all of that. We live in a screwed up world, man. Some of the world is so screwed up. I'm telling you, when I was born, I remember I told you I didn't want to be born. I went back. I remember that clearly. And when I got back to the door, the guy slammed the door on me. And they were like chuckling. Because they're just like us, we are made in their image. And they know the kind of confusion and mess we go through in this world. It's unbelievable. People don't believe it. If you don't believe it, if you don't believe in God, in spiritualism, that we are not alone, you're dreaming. You are dreaming. Look all around you. Look at our world as it is today, man. Look at what happened in our country. I don't know whether this is punishment or this is a state of evolution for us, because we stay evolving as a people, Sam. We haven't arrived yet. Our country is still young. And for what has been going on in our country, we still got years to develop. Our country came from 1847. Just imagine that. Look at 1847. There was nothing in our country between 1822 to 1847. We were fighting to build Liberia. Fortunately for us, the tribes had opposition. Some of our tribal people didn't want to be captured by the French or the British. So we're fortunate enough that despite our wars, they were a blessing for us too, because the tribal people who were fighting did not really want to join with the British or the French, or they could have joined with them. They could have joined with the French or the British easily. They were all around us. But because of God, our tribes decided to stay with Liberia. There was no reason why the French or the British did not influence the tribal people of Liberia to become French and British. But because of their dreams. Look at our history. That's why our people got to understand this thing. Look at our history. Some of the chiefs had dreams that they should not follow the French or the British. They should follow the Americans. They should follow the black people. Because we were blacks coming. But they were confused. They didn't know what kind of blacks we were, because we looked like them, but we were wearing coat suit, we were dressed like the American people, we were speaking like them, we didn't know the languages of the Liberian people. There were many things that impacted our people. But go through our history, go to all the tribes and ask them. Some of the chiefs had dreams, had vision that they should not follow the white people. They should follow the black people that came with the white people. That's how Liberia was formed. That's why Liberia is blessed. And we got to understand this. And once Liberian people understand the mechanism from which our country was derived, they will understand Liberia is a mystical nation. We are a mystical nation. The white people were fighting for Africa. And we came and landed there. And they couldn't touch us. They couldn't touch us. We are a mysterious, mystical nation and people. And until we understand that, we'll never evolve. Huh? All the white people are taking all the nations around us. But these 16 tribes decided not to join them. Even though, yeah, we had to fight some of them to keep them under our control, but majority of the tribes, they were going with the French, they were going with the British, But it didn't. Some of the chiefs have visions and dreams that they should stay with the colony, with the American colony. That's how Liberia was founded. Yes, we use force some places, but there were no you need to use force. The people willing to join us. How you think our country became a Christian nation today? You know, in spite of all the wars and killing, our people still acknowledge the fact that Jesus lives in Liberia. Our greatest warlords and killers, Prince Johnson, butt naked, all the people going to church. They're not doing it because of political power alone. That's the root of Liberia, the church. You know, and everybody will be punished individually. Yes, we'll punish Prince Johnson under the law. He violated the law. But spiritually, he got to deal with Jesus and his God. He said he's preaching for Jesus. Jesus will judge him. Jesus will judge him. We can't judge him. We'll just judge him with the law. We kill our people and try to get away with impunity, stealing from our country, you know, using his military strength to scare our government and our people to enrich himself. That's not right. All those people will account for their actions spiritually. But I know I'm a teacher of my people. And that's why I tell my Liberian people, I'm not perfect. I'm a damn sinner. I done wrong. You know, I still looking for people to apologize to. Because as I grow, I learn. And when sometimes I learn, I know I made mistakes along the way. I wasn't perfect. Nobody perfect. That's why we forgave people. That's why in the law we have equity. You know, the law of fairness, the law of justice, the law of forgiveness. That's where equity is. You know, or they tell you got to come to equity with clean hands because you can't lie when you come to equity. Equity is forgiving, is understanding, is kind, is compassionate. That's the aspect of the law that deals with humanity. You know, and that's the spiritualism of the law. That way you got to come with clean hands. You can't have nothing in your heart because the law will bring it out. So it's the same thing with life in our country. Our leaders got to be honest with themselves. We, the Liberian people, got to be honest to ourselves. You see? And look at our country, man. Our country is dominated right now with evil, with juju. When Annie Johnson Sirleaf can submit herself to bringing the Queen of Sheba to Liberia, it's not funny, Sam. You laughing? Our country is condemned. When a woman,
You said Juju don't got me laugh.
huh?
When you say the country is better with Juju don't got me laugh.
It is. When Ellen Johnson Sirleaf brought the Queen, that was she failed. That was her second administration. She failed because she gave up. She went and brought the juju. You can't start with Christ, then you give up and go bring juju. You have failed. And what she did to our country was evil. You kill our fathers because of nepotism. You rose up against them because of nepotism, putting their family members in government. Eh? Our country cannot be blessed until our people come to your senses. People died because of what Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did to our country. We kill people because of nepotism. And this got to stop. Because it's still continuing. People still putting their children and relatives in power in our government. It got to stop. It's got to stop. Your children won't be in government. Let them run for position. Let the people elect them. But you can't take your blood children and put them over our money in national security. It's against the law. People died for that in our country. You see, and the more we ignore that fact alone, the more we ignore that fact alone, Liberia will never rise. It will never rise. You cannot spill the blood of Liberian people for crimes. Then you go and commit worse crimes than you kill them for. You can't do it. Our whole country has sinned because we tolerated this. All the Liberian people saw Ellen Johnson Sirleaf put her children in power, and we said nothing about it for 6 years. God does not sleep. God does not sleep. We'll be punished for it. We'll be punished for it. There's no way you can escape that moral sin. That's a moral crime on the Liberian people. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was actively involved with the demise of the Turbo government. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was young, she was vibrant, and she had to bring Turbo down. Then we sat down and see the woman for the very crime she killed Turbo for. She put her children in power over our country. And nobody talked. Not one Liberian talked. What does that say of the Liberian people? That one of the greatest sins we committed, all of us. You see what they say when the leaders sin, the people sin? Because Ellen Johnson Sirleaf sinned. Well, she did that. You killed Turbo because of nepotism. You killed Turbo because you were putting his children and relatives in government. Then you come and do worse than that. Worse. Turbo never put AB in government position as minister. No. No. You took your children, all of your children, and put it in our government. All of your children. One at the finance ministry, one at national security, and the other over our oil company. How could you do that, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? You think your children more honest than the Liberian nation? How can the Liberian people live with that? We have sinned. We have sinned. This is the greatest sin we could ever commit. We sat down silently as Ellen Johnson Sirleaf put all her children in power after she was the major element for the demise of Turbo. She was one of the major elements that brought Turbo down for nepotism. Hey, my people, you see witchcraft? Then you say witchcraft doesn't exist? Where in the world people will kill other people's family and relatives because of nepotism? Then they will come and do worse than they ever killed the people for. And nobody in Liberia talked for 6 years. These people rip our country off. Now the Liberian people want justice. What kind of justice, man? Let's go back to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and get justice for the people that died in 1980. No good can come to Liberia, man. No good. This is the epitome of wickedness, of juju, of anti-Christian behavior. The very woman that participated in the murder of Turbo and the Liberian people is the very woman that brought her family and put them over us for the same reason she killed Turbo and our people. Now you say, Chesson want revenge. Isn't that a cause for revenge? But why would I go revenge over a woman that made the whole Liberia sin? It hurt me. It hurt me. It hurt my heart. It's hurting. It hurt me. It hurt me because the injustice, the highest state of injustice Liberian people did to me and my family. That's the highest state of injustice Liberian people did. Y'all killed my pa for nepotism and kept quiet while that woman put all her children in power over our country. And today, y'all want to talk about justice? You want to talk about fairness? You want to talk about equity? How we talk about that? Huh? You killed my pa and 13 people because of nepotism. And Ellen Johnson Sally brought witchcraft and juju among you native people and put her children in power over our country for 6 years. And not one person says shit. Are you people scared of Ellen Johnson Sally that much? Are the country people? Do you love Ellen Johnson or scared of her that much? You let this woman sin and cause our nation to sin. That's sin. You killed Toba for nepotism. That's sin. You killed. Why you think Ellen Johnson said they didn't want me to work in her government? Because they told her I will expose her. That's sin. That's evil. That's wickedness. And the Liberian people have demonstrated that our leader have made us wicked. Why you think we're killing each other, the dogs? Nothing good coming out of Liberia until we repent. Ellen Johnson Sally killed our people for nepotism. She brought the Queen of Sheba, a Juju woman, and walked her through Liberia, then put her children over us to rule us. That's not something to laugh at, Sam. Juju is real. You don't know this thing? You think I'm talking to you today because I haven't been attacked? You know how they have attacked me? Foreigners. I told you about the Indian man. You think that the Indian man, I know my own sisters attacking me, my own brothers and things attacking me. I'm being attacked from every direction because there are certain things I don't believe in, and I will not stand for them. I will not tolerate them. I'd rather be poor and suffer and serve Jesus than to do wrong. Let me tell you something, my people. Every day I think about my suffering. I don't give a damn about it. Because every day I think about it, I think about Jesus. Every day. My suffering don't compare to Jesus. It don't even compare to some people in this world. But you see, when those people got to understand the spiritual significance. Jesus knew his spiritual significance. That's why you pick people who understand what life is all about. That's why I can't just pick anybody and say, oh, that person's suffering. No. Jesus was suffering, but he understood. He could change his suffering. He could dominate everything. But that wasn't the path for him to follow to change the world. Let me tell you something. Jesus is a new God. Read the Bible. Jesus is not an ancient God. He's a new God. When Jesus was there in heaven, he wasn't among God's favorite. Lucifer was God's favorite. Lucifer shined in heaven. Jesus wasn't nowhere around. It wasn't until the fall of Lucifer that somebody had to come and save mankind from the darkness. All this thing about Jesus and spiritualism and all that, it has a story. We don't talk about spiritualism and all of that, but it sounds weird because you can't see it, you can't feel it. But it's there. It's there. We practice juju all our lives. What do you think we do? Those are elemental spirits. It's just that I understand it better now because I elevated to a state that I understand it better. I don't partake in it because I don't like it. I don't like it. But every juju man I went to in Liberia, to give me juju, ask me, why you want to spoil my power? I didn't need it. I knew where I came from. I know where I am. I know who I am. I don't need juju. I just have to understand where I come from and who I am. That's all. And the same thing with you. All you Christians who believe in Jesus Christ, you just got to understand your roots. Understand it. And you appreciate it. But because we don't understand that we are born in Christianity, we say we're born in Christians. So we don't understand our Christian faith. That's not something to play with, man. Jesus Christ is real. He's one of the newest gods. He's not an ancient God. The gods from the tribes, all the tribal gods, those are ancient gods. They've been there forever. Jesus came to save us, humanity. And the only reason he came to save us was because Lucifer failed. That's why Jesus was not relevant in the ancient world, because God chose Lucifer and he elevated Lucifer to the highest point. So that was his guide. He loved Lucifer, but Jesus was still there. But after Lucifer fell, it came to tempt us, humans. Lucifer don't like us. He wants to destroy us. So God sent Jesus to fully understand us and be our God. And this is no joke. But we're talking about that because that's something you got to learn about. And when you understand it, you understand why Jesus Christ is not a God to play with. He's not black. He's not white. He's not blue. He's not yellow. He is the Almighty. And you learn why. Aluta. Continua. Class, Sabbath class is done. Let's go. Okay?
Thank you.
Tomorrow, my people. Have a good day.
Thank you then tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, you too.
We'll cross that river little by little. That Jordan River.